We went out there game plan. We're gonna get out there, we're gonna drop for a sword, and then we're gonna fish our way home. You gotta have a variety of rods, you gotta have a variety of techniques. You know, end of the day, we accomplished everything we were after.
I've gotta get my motors in motion. I've got a fire as big as the ocean. I know it's just a crazy notion. I'm going into the blue. Motors in motion. I've got a fire as big as the ocean. It's some crazy notion. I'm going into the blue.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Scott Walker and Captain Steve Roger.
Going down, boys. Time for another day. You know, we prepared to put new outriggers on the boat so we could troll, because sometimes you just can't make speed, so why don't you put the spread out? Yeah. So we rigged some ballyhoos, we had pitch baits ready, and since we were gonna drop for a sword, and when me and you get together, we've caught a lot of swords. We haven't got that big one, and I know that's your white whale. So you said, Scott, I want big baits or don't bother. So I think I impressed you with the big baits.
Oh, yeah. We've been trying for a while to come up here in the Middle Keys and do a good dolphin show, which
I know.
to us, it doesn't necessarily mean a bunch of dolphin, because that's all the time, you know.
Yeah.
But we wanted to catch some nice, big family schools of dolphin where you get those 30-pounders, 20-pounders. And unfortunately, they're just not around right now. It has nothing to do with the time of year. It's more of just the wave of the Gulf Stream. We're dealing with a lot of 28-inch, 25-inch fish.
That is the fact. I mean, you listen on the radio, the charter boat guys are catching plenty of fish, but their one complaint is there's just the big ones aren't around.
You know, we knew that was going to be a struggle to get the big dolphin on film. So, but we definitely wanted to catch some dolphin. It was rough seas, and you're like, hey, well, let's do this. Let's catch a sword, and then after that, we'll finish up with some dolphin before the weather gets really crappy. And let me tell you, it got crappy.
We've been dealing with some tough sea conditions. Check this out.
You've been working. Oh, that thing's beautiful.
Ball bearing swivel in there.
Really?
Oh yeah.
I've never seen that.
He'll never tangle.
No way.
If he tangles, it's all. That's a big boy. I know you wanted the biggest one I could find.
Yeah.
I did the same thing with this one here. There's a ball bearing. Well, you can see it on this one.
Oh yeah.
It's welded onto the hook.
Okay.
And look what's inside.
Oh yeah, the special
Special sauce.
The burrito.
Yeah.
The burrito bait.
The swordfish burrito. I just wish the weather's a little better, but we got 4 strips here. I'm sure we'll catch some fresh dolphins on the way out. Tournament all weekend. The fishing was really strong at 25 miles. So take our time, get out of there. We got some lures and some ballyhoos rigged up. So I got some chugger heads. I got some circle rig baits, and then a bunch of little casters for the schoolies.
Oh man, that's
And then
awesome.
underneath here is all our squid for deep dropping. I mean, there's nothing we can't attack today.
So what do you want me to throw at the schoolies when they swim up?
These little ballyhoos right here.
All right.
And I got your favorite hook on there, Jay.
Nice.
And I got a D-hooker right here. I don't look like you're ready to do any D-hooking today.
D-hooking? Well, no, I got on my dress outfit, dude.
That screams, I'm gonna be barking at you all day,
Don't
Scott.
get me dirty. Feel like I'm on a charter, dude.
You look like it.
Damn, I got the outfit on. I got you doing everything. I'm excited. Take me to where the big ones live, bro.
You got it.
The big sword.
Well, so you're gonna have to hold on to your hat.
Yeah, Scott, you showed me that with that big circle when I'm dropping deep, and it's been really successful with not tangling when I'm
There's
big
nothing
dropping.
more heartbreaking than after an hour of fishing, wind up and tangle.
You realize you weren't fishing.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks Cay Resort, the only key you'll need. Bubba Blade, the ultimate sportsman's knife. Yeti, built for the wild. Shimano. Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. And by Key West, Spear One Charters, Sea Deck, and Plano.
You want to bring it out?
Go ahead. We got to run up about a mile, but yeah, you can start getting back to room temperature. Got a few dolphin poles ready to go.
I haven't seen that. That's something new, that, you know, that swivel in the hook. I'm excited about that.
A little bigger rig than I like to pull, but I know it makes you so happy.
No, I like the big stuff.
All right, we're ready to go start our drift. And we'll head on up.
All right. Dude, look at that thing. Slow down. Look like a dang frog you pull across a lily pad, dude. Got two big legs back there flopping. Look.
Oh,
Look
yeah.
at that. Look how sick that is, bro.
This thing,
Huh?
I mean, total darkness is going to be doing that with just a little bit of light on it. He's going to rant. There will be no tapping on that.
That thing's swimming pretty.
All right. Get her down to the zone.
All right. That gives you some freaking fired upness right there. So right now we're letting out the wind-on leader. And that can be anywhere from 200 to 100 feet long. And then, where we're gonna clip on our lead.
We got about 3 mile an hour current, so we started with 8 pounds today. We've had to use 10 before, rather use 6, but we're gonna start with 8 today
Okay.
because we are really gonna be flying. But we have an advantage, we're using 60 pound line instead of 80, so we'll have a little advantage with the line diameter. This Max Quattro is 30% skinnier as it is, so it's basically 30-pound test we're dropping, so we're not gonna have a lot of drag on the main line.
Yeah, that's huge, being, I think it's 25% thinner diameter.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the game changer when you're fishing this deep. All right, buddy, you ready?
Yeah,
What speed you like? You want to look at it and tell me?
that's fine.
You cool?
Yeah.
Slow, okay.
I don't think we're gonna have a problem with the bait tangling. We're gonna put her in a big circle and get right back on it.
Yeah, Scott, you showed me that with that big circle when I'm dropping deep, and it's been really successful with not tangling when I'm
There's
big
nothing
dropping.
more heartbreaking than after an hour of fishing,
Oh.
wind up and tangle.
And realize you weren't fishing, because
Yeah.
that's what it's about. You just need to be fishing. If you're fishing, that's all you can be doing. But if you got a big old tangle and you don't know, because that's what we've been doing. We've been doing about an hour drops. And
We're gonna be on the bottom in about 8 minutes. It's gonna take about 10 to wind it back up. You know, that's almost 20 minutes of the hours is up and down. And 40 minutes of soak time. And you put in a big U-turn and then end up going with the current. Kind of want to end up right where you started. Be nice if you could just drift, but some days you got to power along to keep in the depth you want. And actually, like you start to learn, you control these baits.
Yeah.
You control them as long as they're not tangled.
well, when the drift's taking you inshore and you don't have enough time, it's a lot better to actually use the motor to spend more time in the zone, you know?
Yep.
What I did, Scott, is I just backed the drag off, put that little bit of tension when dropping. You don't
Yes,
have to.
it's the way these reels are designed. That's the safest way, and it's really the most effective. Pretty exciting that you're investing a little time down to the west for
Oh
me.
yeah. No, I'm gonna crack the code. I'll be spending more time doing it. 600.
All right, so probably got about 1,800 feet of line out. Set that drag.
So how much would be 150?
What's that?
Where would I be if I wanted to come up 150 foot? So you think 600? You think we had?
That'd be 50.
So 550?
Yeah. All right. We'll leave it down 30 minutes.
Cool. And are you going inshore at all?
Yeah.
Just straight
but,
down the line.
I'm going inshore, but I'm on a corner, so we're just going to be 1550, 1650, 1750, and then back up.
Okay.
There's a big bowl here, right off of Marathon.
I love the speed, bro. I love it. I'm putting a ballyhoo out.
All right. Like those little select ballyhoos?
They're beautiful. When I first started this, I hated it. I'm like, this just sucks. Once you get it, and once you've hung a couple, I can sit out here all day.
All day.
I got the patience now. Scotty, I think I got a bite. That was that frog bait, dude. The frog bait.
Whether you fish for a living full-time or just for a weekend warrior, safety is the most important thing. And Simrad's new Halo radar system makes it easy. The new features of Halo that I love the most are, of course, for fishing purposes. Halo makes it easy with a variety of custom settings. Right now, I'm looking at harbor, but I can, with the push of a button, change it to offshore, look for weather, or even birds. With the touch of a finger, it's gonna reset all the gains and sea clutters for the perfect adjustment for what I'm trying to do. If I'm trying to see where the lightning is in a radar storm, I'm gonna go to weather, I'm gonna hit the button, and I'm gonna see where lightning strikes are, and I'm gonna steer away from the heavy weather, and I'm not gonna have to deal with it. I might not even know there's lightning around on a rainy day. If I'm on the water and I'm just need that edge in a tournament, I need to find the birds. I can't see with my binoculars more than 2 miles. I'm gonna hit the bird setting, and when I get on bird, I'm gonna be looking for things that I can't see with my eyes or my binoculars. It's gonna slow my array down so it has a longer chance to find that bird on the water. And then 7 miles away, I'm gonna make the right move. I'm gonna turn 4 degrees, 10 degrees, 15 degrees, and in a few minutes, I'm gonna hit pay dirt. Another really cool feature, besides just the radar itself, it's the Solar Max screen technology. I don't have to take my sunglasses off anymore. Even at the brightest time of the day, I get a full view of my screen and whatever's on it. With the Simrad Halo radar, you can go to sea with confidence that you're gonna have a great day on the water and a safe day on the water.
Scotty, I think I got a bite. My kind of fishing, Scott. As soon as I went for a little snack. That was that frog bait, dude. Frog bait. It don't matter how big the bait is. I mean, the fish are gonna eat it.
We talk about it. I like the small ones because I just want bam, bam, bam. And that fish was 40 pounds at best, and that was a 30-inch, 28-inch long bait.
I think if you have trouble making it swim, then you go small. You know what I mean? But you've been around the world fishing for marlin. If you can make a bait swim, it don't matter how big it is. And I think,
I'm not gonna put a moray out there for you.
Right. Less than 3 foot long, I think it'd be good. But I also think that it's basically like shark fishing. You know what I'm saying? The bigger, the stinkier,
Yeah.
the quicker you're gonna draw one in.
Ah! We got the jump. Oh, that's cool. Got the dorsal out.
Yeah, just bring him down this way and I'll grab a hold of him.
You get a hold of that bill, I'll get the bait out.
I might be able to pull it right out. Let's see what
Okay. I bet that fish is 3 months old, like a
little baby?
like a schoolie. You got him?
Yeah.
How can I help?
Oh, okay. Perfect. We'll get.
Beautiful. We get to use it again. Nice!
And he's healthy,
Look at that
too.
bill. He's been rooting and rooting and rooting
look at
around.
how broke up it is.
Yeah, man.
It's not even pointy.
All right. Well,
And
the
I love
bait's
how
ready to
thick
go
they
again.
are, how thick they are at the tail.
I know.
All right, we're gonna let him go. Oh,
That's beautiful, man. Nice.
well, good job. Ain't nothing like sword fishing with Scotty Walker.
Simrad's Into the Blue, presented by Yellowfin, has been brought to you in part by Simrad, go with confidence. Scales, every degree of water. Mercury Marine, go boldly. West Marine, for your life on the water. And by Ameritrail, Costa, and Power Pro.
We're gonna take a few minutes to rig a swordfish bait. We just taking a schoolie dolphin and cut his belly out, real tight along the tail. So we got a perfect double strip. Now we're just gonna put the hook in it and have it ready to go. 300-pound leader, 10-0 hook. That's your choice of hook. This is an owner Jobu. So we're gonna line it up, poke a hole through, and then bring the hook through the hole you just poked. All right. Now before we start sewing everything together, I just want to stitch the hook in place. So I'm just gonna do a couple stitches right around the hook, just to keep it from turning. Most important thing about sword fishing is not to have a spinning bait. You want to leave your bait down there 45 minutes to an hour, and if it's spinning and tangling, you just wasted an hour of your life. So I'm just going to do a couple stitches to hold this hook in place before we put the whole thing together. One high and one low. We're not trolling this bait really, so you don't have to go crazy with stitching. All right, we got the hook in place. Now we'll start sewing her up. Before I sew this together, I'm actually gonna put a little piece of dolphin roe in the body cavity. Just a little extra scent, because this is the egg sac from the actual dolphin that we caught. I'm just gonna put it right back in there. I just think when the swordfish bites it, those little eggs distribute throughout the water. I think it just drives them crazy. So I could be wrong, but it just works for me. So we're gonna stitch the hook in place so that when he pulls on it, he can't slide it off the hook, the bait off the hook, both sides. Cinch that up. Then we'll start just going right down the body. Okay. Now I'm just gonna do a bunch of half hitches down to the halfway mark, about every inch. Don't worry about that roe oozing out. It's kind of glued in there. We're gonna go down halfway, and just come right back through our stitching, come right back up to the start spot. You don't want to go too much further past half, you'll take away all your flutter. You could have done just one of these and been just as effective, but I like more of a meaty package down there. All right, so now we're just gonna bring it all back up. As you can see, this doesn't take very long. Less than 5 minutes invested in this. Just gotta have that fresh dolphin. Now we're just gonna tie that off. Trim that. And then I'm gonna take a couple half hitches back into the leader itself. Just another precaution from having him snatch it off. So we just took the leftover line that we had on there. We're going through the leader loop 2 or 3 times, making some nice half hitches. And again, that's just holding the bait onto the hook a little better. Okay, trim that. Now to finish it off, you just want to put some eyeballs on there. Take a rubber skirt, this is a glow skirt. I've cut the skirt down in half. They're usually about 12 inches long. You don't need all that. Just need something just to keep this operation clean. Again, it's just so you keep your bait from spinning. So we're gonna get this little head on here, like that. Adds a little glow. Put the fins on either side of the hook. Beautiful. And then snatch that on. It just goes bloop. Now to keep that from coming off, I'm gonna take this last little piece. I'm gonna go through one time, right through the bait and the rubber squid. And just do a half hitch on that. Now you can't snatch that off either. So the whole package is ready to go. All right, trim that knot. 5 minutes, there's the swordfish bait for you. Ready to go. We went out there game plan. We're gonna get out there. How are we gonna get out there? We're gonna drop for sword, and then we're gonna fish our way home. And that's what you gotta do, you know? You gotta have a variety of rods. You gotta have a variety of techniques. Get a cooler full of baits, have the right rods, and then boom, boom, boom. End of the day, we accomplished everything we were after, but we just didn't get the size we were looking for.
Yeah, and you know, there's great dolphin fishing, but when you got the conditions we had, you know, we couldn't really get in the water and show you the schools of fish, and you know, it's hard to kind of hold on to the fish as well because of the seas, but it seems more times than not that when you start catching a few dolphins, stay right in that area, because we just stayed in that area, and it's okay, there's some birds. And even right now, okay, we don't see anything, we'll just put them out, let's just head that way. Oh, there's some more birds. It's like a zone, so I think you get a little pocket of water, it's got fish in it, you want to spend some time in there, and we could have caught all the schoolies we needed. We wanted to have a fish fry, and we didn't need much, and so we took, you know, I don't know if it was a dozen or half a dozen or whatever, you know, little schoolies, and it was time to call it a day with the seas and the conditions that we were dealt. It's one of those days where you don't want to wear tennis shoes. You know what I mean? Because you know you're going to be so.
They're so wet. They're going to be wet for a week.
So it's like those days when it's really bad, which is the worst thing you can do. You want flip flops and board shorts because you know it's going to be like you're swimming all day. You know.
It was tough to stand up a little bit. I know I fell down once.
I did too.
Oh, I'm not.
Told you, it's barely right there.
Barely hooked. You're right.
There you go. Death grip walker. There you go. Oh, man down.
I got the fish.
Damn cooler, man. Every time I turn around, you put that cooler somewhere else.
I kept kicking it, so I kept moving it.
Well, I paid you back. So you did it.
I know you moved it and got me.
Yeah, exactly. It was up against the seat, and I wouldn't hit it. Then all of a sudden, you moved it up against the well. I fell. I just moved it up against the seat, and then you kicked it pretty good. You had it down.
I was kicked the can with the Yeti cooler.
Yeah.